Ma'am, I can't.
There we go. This episode of GameByte is brought to you by Jix.com. To get 10% off of your entire shopping cart, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Whether I mute my mic and forget to unmute it, and if you like Heroes of the Storm stuff, if you like Hearthstone gear, if you want League of Legends gear, I think they have League of Legends gear. If you want, what else do they have? Witcher 3 gear, Halo. Head on over to Jix.com, use the promo code QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout, and get 10% off of your entire shopping cart by using the promo code QUITSTALLING_366. That's QUITSTALLING_366 at checkout. Let's get the music a little higher. Welcome everyone to GameByte. I am your host. I am Herald Silvestre. GameByte is a show that's cozier than a nice wooden seat next to the fireside at the inn. This is our weekly excuse to go on the internet and talk about video games as if we knew what we were doing. That's why we have guests on. And you know what? Tonight's guest is very special. But before we get to him, I want to introduce my ever-present co-host, more reliable than a different person with fury in his veins. Let's see here. He's got his Hearthstone set to G&D's living room. It's Mick DeGuzman. How you doing, Mick?
You know, it feels a lot worse when you give me that introduction because Joy is really good friends with Gia.
That's why we do it. That's why we do it.
I'm guessing. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. How you doing, Harold? How's it going, buddy? Hope you're feeling well.
I'm all right. I can't actually I can't complain a little bit, but you know what? I'm not going to.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw your stream last night. Good job. I really love your voice acting work. That was pretty good. Good job.
Thank you. All right, and with me and Mick today, we've got, like I mentioned, our very special guest. You know what? He's gone from ESL to actually. I'm pretty sure ESL is the biggest thing we can mention at this moment. But you know what?
That's right.
It's crazy because ESL is such a huge figure in esports right now.
He was on Play Hearthstone. He was on a live stream of Play Hearthstone.
I was gonna get to that. All right, he was on Play Hearthstone.
Nice.
A local living legend or upcoming living legend. We've got Joy Calulo. How you doing, Joy?
Howdy, everyone. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me here.
Oh my gosh, it's our pleasure.
Yeah, nice.
It is absolutely our pleasure to have
definitely.
you here. We are honored, sir. We are honored.
All right. Here we go. All right.
All right. So this is how it goes, guys. This is how it goes. For those of you watching for the first time, or you know what, if you're a long-term listener, you know what this is about. Oh, what happened? I lost all my windows. There we go. I'm gonna ask everyone at home, and of course my co-host and our guest. I'm gonna ask them, what have you been playing? So this is open to everyone at home, and of course my co-hosts. Let's start off. Mick, show Joy how it's done, man. What have you been playing?
Well, aside from the typical Hearthstone and Final Fantasy, I have been playing this game called. Wait. I have to open it on my phone.
Go for it.
Wait for
Word Beach. Yeah, Word Beach. Woo.
Oh,
It's not
nice.
even an ad. There we go. Word Beach. Yeah, I'm still stuck at this point. Do you guys have a 4-letter?
What's Word Beach?
Oh, Harold, please explain to our wonderful guest what is Word Beach.
So Word Beach is this fantastic game from our friends over at Apps. They've developed a wonderful game that it's like your typical word constructing game. I don't know what the actual I forgot what you call those. Where they give you a set of letters.
You connect the thingy. You connect the dots thing, but it's all fruits. Yeah, it's not like word cookies. No, this is more original.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they give you a set of letters, and then you form words with them. You know, really good game. I recommend everyone to check it out.
Words are always fun.
Exactly.
Yep.
Words are always
Exactly.
fun.
They are always fun, indeed. All right,
Yep.
and that's
So what else have you been playing, Mick?
Well, so I've also been, every game that our guest, Solon, the last show, I've been playing all of them. Good Pizza, Great Pizza. I've been playing the Final Fantasy Awakening on the mobile.
Oh,
Oh, that
awesome.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little weird, but at the same time, I'm a little bit it's starting to grow on me. But what
My,
I've been contemplating to go back to is actually Clash Royale. Be-
oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it because one first things first. I spent money on it, so yeah, you gotta make your money's worth, if you ask me. So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it for me, man. What about our guest today, Joy? What have you been playing?
okay. So let's see. For the past month, one of the biggest ones was like AOV because of all the PPGL action going over
Ooh.
there. So I got to learn also. I mean, I don't. I mean, I've got like all the big names in my what do you call this? In my vicinity. So gotta be a little bit knowledgeable about the game. So
That's true.
yep. There's AOV, of course. Hearthstone. Hearthstone's always been there in the. I mean, it's never gone. Yes, of course.
Exactly.
It never really goes away. It's like
Yeah, it never really goes away. It's
Yeah.
it's like a witchwood. It's like the ghost out there, always just somewhere.
Ever
Yeah.
present. Ever present.
Ever present.
like a shadow. Also, what else was there? They've what else? Oh, I think I've something I've been enjoying more recently is Magic the Gathering Arena, MTJ Arena. So
Ooh.
that's I'm part of the beta. What do you call that? The beta test.
Uh-huh.
And I've been playing a lot, and I haven't been what do you call this? Playing that recently, but I think that's the game I enjoy the most right now. It's
Awesome.
it brings back a lot of memories because I quit like a lot of I mean a long time ago. I mean it's actually what brought me into Hearthstone and all these card games. Of course, I also play Clash Royale.
Yep.
Wow. That's something there. I actually play two accounts there, one for my phone and one for my tablet. It's
That's the only way to do it.
yeah, I actually had that because what was it? What was it? I used one just for tournaments, handling tournaments, but then I just kept opening the treasures, and then it got strong. It got stronger and stronger, and it became a monster.
Them legendary started flowing
Yeah,
in.
yeah, exactly.
Legendary start flowing in.
And now I can't. I mean, now I have to. I think I'd not playing one really much, but yes, Clash Royale, Hearthstone. I almost started the Black Desert. Heard of that game?
Ooh,
Black
boy.
Desert Online. Yes, I have heard of that.
it's,
You mean
everybody's playing it.
Ragnarok Online in 3D?
Yes, it's what do you call this? Waifu simulator.
Waifu simulator.
Yeah, everybody's been playing that. Yeah, I almost tried it, but never, I think that's when the big project came in. So
Mm.
Alright.
it's another mobile game that's about to announce something big this weekend. Can't really talk much about
Oh.
that's what's keeping me busy. That'll be
Way to keep us
probably-
teased. Way to
Yeah.
tease us, Joy.
Oh, of course. Been also involved a lot with Dota, Dota 2.
Oh, okay.
I think I've been casting Dota 2 the most since like forever. Yeah, since I've been usually part of the Mineski TV like up and coming talents for a
Nice.
while now. So it actually started when what was that? I just filled in, and then usually I'm more filling in a lot of times right now. So yeah, so that's my games.
Oh,
Awesome.
awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Harold, what about you, man? What have you been playing?
Thanks for asking, Mick. So, as you saw last night on my stream, I've been playing World of Warcraft. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft, actually, because of the holidays. Holidays is time for grinding. You know, when you hear that you're gonna have days off. Actually, we don't really have days off, but when you hear that no one's gonna be out and about, you're just like, all right, yes, everyone's gonna be home playing World of Warcraft. So I played a lot over the past 7 days, which was great. And I played a little bit of Overwatch. The hype wasn't as good for me last week because there was no Overwatch League, so I didn't get too excited for it. But since the games are going to be coming back tomorrow, I think I'll be playing a lot more Overwatch over the weekend. You know, when I'm not busy at the first ever quit-stalling Hearthstone Fireside Gathering. You know,
yeah. Too bad I have to miss that because of that big thing. But yeah,
one day.
It's all right.
One day.
Yeah,
I will meet you.
Definitely the second one. We have Nemsi. When we have Nemsi, a lot of people go. I swear, I can feel it. I can feel it in my voice.
Nemsi and probably make it what do you call that? Challenger Cup.
Ooh,
I'll help you do that.
Or-
You just have.
Or we could do it a THQ.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. That would be a qualifier,
Challenger.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the more appropriate term. Challenger Cups are online.
Awesome. Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to dust everything and fix my decks. So, all right, so that's awesome. Elder Jin in the chat says he's been playing nothing but Killer Instinct lately. He just can't help it.
Combo breaker.
Combo breaker. And he says, too bad I can't be there for that because of the Pacific Ocean. So he's abroad. He's in America right now.
Oh,
so
man.
he too cannot make it. So saddens us, but
You could always fly back, Elgin. Just saying.
he's just Mick's just saying. And a big shout out to Francis in the chat. He's saying, "Sup, fam? Hey, Francis, what have you been playing? What have you been playing?" All right. So, before anything else, guys, I want to ask you guys have any shout outs you want to give before we move into the proper interview? The interview proper, as no one would say.
Well, you know me. All I do is just shout out Chewy Jr. and Trinoma. Shout out to you guys. Good stuff. All right.
Indeed.
And Joy, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, probably my fan band here at MET.
Woo!
I'm actually at the MET headquarters right now, so yeah.
Oh.
For all the people at Mineski TV as well at our studio, and of course to my lovely wife who's awaiting at home.
Oh, we're so sorry, Joy's lovely wife.
You're stalking
Let's keep the after show quick then. Like super quick. Like we'll ask the number one question that we normally ask.
We're stalling so much. We're sorry, Joy. We're sorry, Joy's wife. What is Joy's wife's name?
Myra.
My. Sorry,
It's
we're really
M.I.
sorry.
Sorry, my.
We're really sorry, my. All right, Francis in the chat. He's been playing Hearthstone, competitive Overwatch, and some Destiny 2. That's awesome.
Destiny 2.
Definitely taking advantage of the long
Blizzard.
weekend.
Another Blizzard guy over there.
Oh yeah.
Near.
That's GameByte is actually Blizzard Byte with other games
Blitzbyte.
from time to time.
Yeah, but if we made our name like that, we might get copyrighted. So
Yeah, just use the.
we'll just use GameByte. You know, they won't notice. You won't notice the difference.
The half the Overwatch logo.
Who has the Overwatch logo?
What is that? What is that?
Who's got that?
What are we talking about here? No.
Well, it's time to start the interview. Let's do it. Epic. All right, and of course the interview proper is brought to you by Word Beach. Check it out on iTunes and iTunes and Google Play. Word Beach, a wonderful game from our friends over at Two Apps. Challenge your vocabulary, as the cockatoo says. Oh no, I think it's a parrot. As the parrot says, with various themes and so much more. Check it out, Word Beach, out now on the App Store and on Google Play. All right. So, Joy, you are a special guest for the night. We've kept you from your family. We've kept you from your love at home. but we swear it's for a good
All
reason.
good.
So
Yeah.
let's pick some nice bed music. All right, we're on a roll. Let's start things off with Joy. Who are you? Who the heck? No, who are you?
Okay, so I am currently one of the community managers of MET. So yeah, that's actually the rebranded Mineski Events Team. So we're going for that word MET right now, just like
Nice.
be a little mysterious and all that MET. So yep, that basically means I'm like the what do you call this? I handle mostly league operations. That's your tournament marshal, the one who creates the rules, the one who enforces them, the one who gives you your online tournaments, your weekly ones, monthly ones, and all that. That's why you also see us in the like Blizzard events, like the recently concluded PPGL and the recently concluded Thailand HCT stop. Yep. So
Awesome.
it also means I am I help develop my community. So I was actually hired here because of my involvement in Hearthstone. So that's really my main focus. And then because of my involvement in Hearthstone, I got involved with Smart Mobile Gaming League. That's they featured Hearthstone there, but they also featured a lot of other mobile games, like it was Mobile Legends and Clash Royale. And ever since that time, when there's like a project for mobile games, they look to me.
That is
Somehow
so cool.
somehow I became like the mobile mobile esports guy. Yep.
The guy.
But because of how the Mineski family works, I actually I found a home here. I can actually do a lot more things. Sometimes I write for Mineski.net. Sometimes I propose things. Yeah. So especially because they didn't have a Hearthstone writer back then, so I got to write.
Okay.
I also sometimes I have to be like the security officer or something like that, the security liaison for events. Yeah, because
Okay.
during events, we all wear different hats that time. Someone has to be like the player care. Someone has to be like logistics and all that. Yeah. So I got to be the security liaison for that. I also what else do I do? I got into casting as well. My previous job was like I was in training and development, usually in a Korean English teaching academies and all that, the online stuff. Yeah, I was in ESL, English as a secondary language, before I was in ESL, the gaming thing.
The
Yeah.
electronic
Two different
sports
kinds of
league.
ESL.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I basically know how to speak in the. I train people. So I usually filled in for casters when they lack them. So recently now I've been doing a lot of casting for Mineski TV.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
And it's something I also really enjoy because it gives me an excuse to follow the Dota 2 scene. Yeah.
Nice.
Front
Yeah, it's,
and center.
Yeah. Yep. So, and besides that, I mentioned that I got in here because of Hearthstone. Yes, I am currently I guess I'm the most active Hearthstone. What do you call this? Admin, Facebook admin there.
The Hearthstone god.
Oh, awesome.
He's
Yeah,
the Hearthstone god on Facebook.
Most of the other guys aren't as active anymore. We originally had like Cold Snap. I think he's doing like family duties and a lot of Overwatch as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I have David here as well. One of he's actually my boss here. He's the go-to guy for Hearthstone as well, and other Blizzard games. He's a big WoW player as well. Anyways, yep. And the other guys, like Pompey's also busy with Brentertainment. I guess those are the other what do you call that, admins. Grace Nasa's also not doing Hearthstone much recently. He's very I think she's active at Gwent or something.
The other game. It's the other game.
We also had Jason Dyrett from GG Network. He's still there as one of the admins, but almost semi-retired. We got Martin as well there, and Joey, the also mostly playing Gwent now. So
Wow.
yeah.
So a lot of the Hearthstone.
What's with Gwent?
I don't know.
Trust me, man. I got to play it, and I would understand why some of them would actually switch to that game. But Hearthstone is Hearthstone, man. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. They got the formula right. I mean, like, you know, a lot of the card games now is basically trying to copy the magic that Hearthstone gave to everybody 4 years ago, and some of them work, the others not so much. Wouldn't you agree with me?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the new meta. I mean, they brought the what do you call this? It's really the interface that brought things to the game to life. And also it's fun. I mean, it's Blizzard. I mean, they know how to weave the lore and entertain the people. Although, have you guys tried Magic MTG Arena?
Nick, you've tried it, right?
The online one. I've tried the MT Awakening, Magic the Gathering Awakening.
No, it's far different. It's basically Magic the Gathering using the. It's more like Hearthstone now, so that's the thing. So that's why I actually enjoy it a lot right now. But of course, Hearthstone's it's a different animal, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Hearthstone is. I want to argue Hearthstone isn't anything. Well, back when it came out, wasn't anything ridiculously new. I mean, we'd seen card games on PC before. People have tried to do TCGs. Like, if you want to throw it all the way back, like we've seen, like PlayStation 1 had, and even the Game Boy had, like Pokemon TCG and Digimon TCG.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, right. So like Hearthstone didn't do anything new. I think it's the same story with any Blizzard game. Is they take an existing genre or an existing formula
and they make it Blizzard worthy.
Yeah. So I see Hearthstone as kind of like the WoW of the card gaming video game industry, I guess, because like you'll see a lot of other card games now because Hearthstone succeeded so much. But before Hearthstone came out, like you didn't really see a lot of those card games.
Exactly. They were fringe.
Yeah, exactly, right. And now, you know, Steam is pouring money in their card game. Magic.
Artifact.
Yeah. So it's interesting, and you know, like WoW, I think, you know, I share your sentiment, Joe. I think it's going to be there, just waiting for you whenever you decide to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned Artifact. I remember how when the announcement, people started booing.
We actually covered that. We covered the announcement
really?
of Artifact, and then a lot of the mixed reaction, the yay and the boos. The yay and the boos in TI was crazy. I was like, wow,
I
it's
mean,
like
yeah, because it's not the market for it. These are the people who love like MOBA, the action and all that.
They don't want MOBA the card.
yeah.
They want another edition of MOBA,
Yeah,
like
another.
character or something.
Exactly.
Oh, Swarley PH in the chat says Uncle Joy, heart emoji.
Yeah.
Heart emoji.
Yeah.
That's what they call me now.
Uncle Joy. Wow.
Yeah.
I should change the name on your screen. 1 second.
Oh no.
Joy.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, I actually go by Hymnrael, really.
Yeah, Hymnrael.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you're casting, they call you Hymnrael.
Or Uncle Joy.
Oh.
I think Uncle Joy would be better, to be honest.
Uncle Joy, give us your thoughts on that previous match we just saw.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
should make it the norm now. Like you know how in every Filipino family there's a Tito Boy. So
Oh, God.
this time in any esports community we should have an Uncle Joy, right?
I wouldn't mind.
I used to be KJ instead.
So you were Killjoy.
Joy.
Yes. They upgraded.
Upgrade.
With
To
the
Uncle.
experience and then the increase of wisdom, you've become Uncle Joy.
Yep, increase in wisdom indeed.
Yes, I have evolved into this thing right now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We talked about the hearts and all that. How do you guys like the Blizzards being Disney-fied?
Oh, you could have stopped at "How do you like Blizzard?" and I would have given you my money. I'd have started throwing money at the screen. How do I like Blizzard? Here, take it. Take all my money. Now, with Disney, with Blizzard sort of Disneyfying things, I think it's a smart move. Personally, I love how Joy's interviewing us now.
How the tides have turned.
I think it's a pretty smart move because they are trying to appeal to a wider audience, and they're trying to separate themselves a little bit from World of Warcraft enough so that it's not just that other game that's using World of Warcraft's IP.
Yeah.
Especially with that cinematic they gave us.
The
that was
Disney
really good.
sequence.
Exactly right. It made me want to sing. Like it made me want to sing all the time. So, and I like it. I'm liking it a bit more because it's lighthearted. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which I guess is pretty much the trademark of Hearthstone. If you look at all the assets and kind of the narrative that they're trying to build for a card game, this is amazing.
What was I about to say? Somebody playing Duelist and Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I think that was Francis in the chat. Was that Francis?
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot, Slay the Spire. I haven't tried it though.
I want to try it. I don't know if it's for free or if I have to pay for it.
It's a Hearthstone model. It's free to play.
Free to play.
Free to
Okay.
play. Then later on you'll be throwing money at.
You're just opening your wallet and you're just dropping it down. You're dropping it down like this.
All right, so enough about what we think, Joy. What do you think of the Disneyfication of Blizzard?
Okay, what do I think? I think it's fun, but I'm more of the serious type. I like how the WoW stories are really going. I enjoy the Blizzard has always been great with cinematics.
Yes.
I think I enjoy the more serious tone there, but a bit of levity is not. I mean, it's not unwelcome, especially from a guy playing Hearthstone. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Did you play Warcraft 3 and the RTSs?
Yeah. I played StarCraft and Warcraft. I didn't play it very competitively, but I did play it. I played a lot of Dota afterwards, the original one, and the other
Ice Frog.
the other games like what was that? The Tower Wars and all that.
Tower Defense.
Tower Defense.
Defense, yes.
Also the Hero Siege. Hero Siege, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was called Hero Siege.
There was I think one game in Warcraft where you have to you control a hero. What was that? It was in game. It wasn't.
It was you have to defend. You're like in the middle, and then it's wave after wave.
No, you have to go into a quest or something. You used Leoric and all that. It was in the game itself. The Warcraft.
Yeah, one of the custom maps, and that's what I also liked about Blizzard with their RTS is they give you such a powerful custom map creator, like that tool that they would ship with the game. That when you installed it, it'd show up. it was so powerful that we got genres out of that. Like we got Dota,
Exactly.
we got tower defense, and now like mobile games. Like you open up your app store and you're gonna see like 1,000 tower defense games, and like a bunch of Mobile Legends style games.
Clash Royale is in essence like a tower defense, right?
That's true.
No, not really, but yeah, it's sort of like one of those what do you call that? Custom maps. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. One real quick, huge shout out to Rar Girl and GG Ishan for the follows.
Ish.
Oh, do you know Ish?
Yep, Ish is your girl from Mesa. She's your League operations girl there.
Hey.
Awesome.
She cosplays a lot too.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
I do too, but never in public. I tend to keep my cosplay to myself. It's pretty much just me taking off my clothes. Nothing you can see.
Kara Cute's in there as well. Hi, Kara.
Oh, Kara Cute! What's up?
Hi.
Let's see here. Ishan said Hearthstone.
Is she the pro player?
Yeah,
Is she the pro player?
From
Yes.
TNC.
Whoa! Hi. Please recruit me.
I actually wasn't gonna say anything because I knew Mick would start saying that. But before we get to Car, let's go to Ish. Ish says Hearthstone, best game ever. Best game. Fight me. No one will fight you about that.
No one will fight you about that.
Elder Jin says Gwent doesn't have meta or archetypes. That's kind of true.
No, I'm trying to answer him, because if you back read, it's basically Gwent versus, because he said something about Gwent in Hearthstone, and I'm basically trying to say yes and no at the same time without offending him in any, because he's my friend.
Stay focused on the show, Mick. We have a wonderful guest today. We have a wonderful. Don't squander that. We have precious minutes with Joy left, and we can't squander that.
Quit stalling, Mick.
Quit stalling, Mick.
I got you. Okay, fine. I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna get closer to the mic. Okay, let's go. All right, next question.
Wait, we're still in the chat. We're still See, that's what you get when you don't pay attention. That's what you get.
Quit stalling, girl. Come on, let's go. Let's go with the interview.
All right. Carrie Cute says, I really wanted to emphasize what Carrie Cute said in the chat. Nice voice.
Oh, yeah.
Pwede mag-cast ng Hearthstone. Oh.
What a
sure, yes.
You should talk to GG Ishan there.
Hi, Ash.
She has,
you guys want to come on the show? You guys want to come on the show?
You guys want to go here?
Before you exit, before you leave Twitch chat, message us. Come on the show. Okay. It's about Joy now. It's about Joy. Joy.
Bite. We can finally have this bite.
Yeah. Okay. Joy. Okay. Let's focus on Joy. Joy,
okay.
We've been dying to have you on the show for months. Mick has been saying, we can have my friend Joy. He's Joy Calulo. I don't know if you've heard of him. But,
hey.
And we've been dying to have you on actually, and I'm glad we finally worked it out. You've been traveling a lot for different esports events, and I wanted to get more into that side of your job. So why do you, aside from casting, why do you have to travel a lot? I want to find out more about that.
It's of course we can't really just cater to people here in the metro, and also as online cups are fun and all that, but a LAN event's really something different. So with my job, it comes with traveling, because we have to set up things to farther reaches there. In Thailand, Singapore, also local here in the Philippines, down in Mindanao and Visayas. Been to Cebu for those other games, Bacolod. Of course, we want to set up a nation. We want to cover the whole nation. Of course, get all the best people out there. The recently concluded PPGL is like the successor of MPGL. So basically, the guys that you know from Mineski and TNC right there fighting it in the Dota Asian Championships, they all both of them came from a lot of experience fighting in MPGL Bimbo, si Jagdel for Fnatic, and all these people. And it's basically because we fostered competition here in the Philippines. The rivals here in the with the Arcanis and TNC as well, Mineski Execration and all that. And that's something we really want to hold on to, the local scene.
That's awesome. So for those unfamiliar, MPGL stands for Mineski Pro Gaming League, and
That's right.
PPGL is Philippine Pro Gaming League.
Yes,
yeah,
Philippine
Globe
Pro Gaming League.
Yeah, sponsored by Globe, right?
Yeah, it's the Globe PPGL. Yeah, that's the first season. I think the second season it's around the corner.
Awesome.
Ooh. Here we go.
So you mentioned that you were going to get really busy in the coming weeks. You're locked down.
Yes.
Does it have to do with that?
Yes, it has a lot to do with that. There's an upcoming big event. I think this is the biggest thing I've handled so far. Of course, I've handled like Vainglory Worlds as well, but the amount of work I think I have to do with this is, I think, by far the biggest one. So I'm taking point as League Ops this time. So I just finished making rules and all that, and registrations and all that, because it's something big coming up. Can't really talk about it. There's going to be a press conference over coming in the next few weeks. So just wait and see. Check out Met Events. We'll be posting things out. Of course, I should be posting that sometime in Facebook as well. Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, guys, fb.com or facebook.com/organized by MET, organized by Met.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's another mobile game.
Okay.
It's mobile.
Ooh.
It's mobile. Okay.
Yeah, you are the mobile guy now. You are the mobile guy now.
You are definitely mobile, Mr. Mobile, Uncle Joy, the mobile guy. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about Joy Calulo the person. Enough about Joy Calulo the legend. We'll get to him. We'll get to him later. How did you get into gaming? What were your earliest experiences with gaming?
I have to what do you call this? I have to give out my age if I tell that. But yes.
No, you don't have to physically. You don't have to like really specify what. Just say, oh yeah, I still remember when I used to play this game called Pong.
Not that.
What an ale.
Okay, but yeah. Basically, I'm like one of the newer generations. I was born playing video games and all that. The first genre I really liked was fighting games. And with Street Fighter and all that. Street Fighter Turbo 3. I actually liked the one I liked best. The fighting game I liked best was King of Fighters back then. Kyo Kusanagi and Iyori Agami and all that. And then also a lot of RPGs as well. So it's more like just your general video games. So I really love that. And what happened? I think I got into esports.
What happened there?
I really like Dota. That was when I Ragnarok came along, and then I played in the same place like where Jobert you played. You know Jobert from
Jobert!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jobert's
So we were like Shadow Circle. We were like playing for Ragnarok there. And then one day Jobert arrived and showed us Dota 2. No, it's the original Dota game.
Oh, the modern Warcraft 3.
The mod, yeah.
That was so good.
When I played that, we played as a group and all that. But afterwards, nobody wanted to play anymore. And then there was this other guy. We played for like 12 hours straight, just head to head. No, not a few hours. Like it felt
Wow.
like 12 hours or something like that. But yeah, I really loved the game. I mean, it was something new at that time. I kept following it, all that, and also played Heroes of New Earth when it came out. Didn't really
Mm.
play a lot of LoL back then,
Yeah.
and then um, then life came along. Um, I'm actually a bit sad because I didn't follow with when esports began. It was with Jobert and his tournaments and all that. I was then there, but anyways, I started working. Yes, into the ESL thing. I
Oh,
first
okay.
worked in the call center industry, just usual grunt call center.
I
Before I
see.
found before I found out about ESL. And then I got into like training and development there and all that. Once I actually was promoted to like I was the team leader of a group of editors. I didn't uh, I didn't need to work as much. I usually basically supervise. So I
Okay.
was and I did a lot of coaching and all that. So there's a lot of free time. So that's when I got involved with HSPH, Hearthstone
Ooh,
Philippines.
Hearthstone Philippines.
Yeah, because I mean, so I got. I mean, there was a lot of time for me to check the Facebook and interact with the community and all that. And then my girlfriend, well, my wife now, my girlfriend then had a
Hi.
friend
Sorry.
had a friend who was like the original what do you call this Hearthstone guy, the if you heard of Katipunan Cowboy, yeah, so yeah,
Familiar, but at the same time, no.
yeah,
You,
Starcraft
the way Mick
Fox's
reacted, I thought he was gonna be like, "Oh my God, yes!" But he's just like,
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I think we know more about a lot about each other, but we it's really our wives right now. Well, then our girlfriends who were
Yeah.
really close.
Okay.
So we know each other through our wives
Wow.
much more. Anyways, he he left the scene, the Hearthstone scene, and he was looking for a new set of admins, and that's when I came along. Yep. And
Nice.
yeah, so basically that was me entering uh, HSPH. At first, I was hesitant. Oh, I don't know what to do with being admin and all that. And then
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
I wasn't really that good and all that. I wasn't. I think I barely reached like legend a few times, and it always put me. It was always an effort for me, unlike the other pro players like Pompey and all that. And but I
Mm.
was in the scene. I was placing in tournaments as well.
Oh,
Anyways,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
uh, I I became really active with HSPH, and then ESL. Blizzard was looking for a guy to write all the Liquipedia stuff for
Oh,
Southeast
okay.
Asia. Yeah,
Oh.
so that's when I came in along
So, are you
there.
the reason why like Gia has a Wikipedia? Why?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
That's
I,
so
Okay.
I,
cool.
I've been busy a lot lately. That's why I haven't made like the page for Brand Esports. Yeah, I haven't touched Liquipedia in a while and all that. But yeah, most of things for Southeast Asia, that's all me.
That's
Yep.
really cool.
Wow.
So, how did Blizzard get in touch with you? How did that happen?
Oh, basically, HSPH, you see the Blizzard guys also there. Jack C from is here from the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah, the
Uh,
artist,
Oh.
right?
Jack C Low.
Oh wait, no.
She originally came from StarCraft as well. So
Oh.
she's a member of HSPH. So uh, when Hearthstone first came here to the Philippines, that was in Meralco Theater.
I was there.
The one, Yeah, the one where Chalk had these unforgettable plays
Yep.
with
That
Mage and all
unforgettable
that. Yeah.
match. That was an
Yes,
unforgettable
with
match.
Melio as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, uh, Basically, the admins of Hearthstone PH were in contact with Blizzard somewhat, so
Okay.
we knew we
That's so
basically
cool.
know each other. Yeah, so when they came looking, and then David was like already in Hearthstone back then. He asked us first. We have a little group for the old we call it the old guards of Hearthstone. That's where
Woohoo.
Chalk, Waning Moon,
Old guards.
Staz, Sylvan Hunter, yeah, Grace, uh, Jason, and yeah, we had a group. So David posted the what do you call this? Um, looked to fill in the position there first. So I
Okay.
expressed my what do you call this? I
Your
expressed
interest.
interest. Yep. And yeah, because Jaxie and all the Blizzard already knew me, so I was sort of a shoe in there for the position. Yeah. Mhm. So that's my journey.
That's
Wow.
really cool, man. That's really cool. So,
Yeah.
have you always been into like card games? Like, what were the traditional like trading card games your thing, or was it at the advent of Hearthstone? Like, what started that?
No, not really. It's more a fantasy besides the card game elements. I guess I also like chess a lot. These mind games and all that.
Mhm.
So I played. I played and I really enjoyed RPGs like tabletop RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons when I was uh, younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then of course most of the guys who played Dungeons and Dragons converted to Magic the Gathering when it was released and became popular. So yes, shifted to Magic. Played a lot of Magic, but Magic is it requires a lot of resource, not just money. It's a lot of time, a lot of effort as well. You go
Yes.
into the shop, so it's something I really enjoy. It also the lore for it became really interested in reading a lot of these things. So yep, that's and when I quit Magic, I mean I played other games like what was that? Battlecraft or something like think yeah.
Battle, right? But
No, no, that
oh, okay.
this is also just a card game. It's like it's browser based or something. And
Oh.
then
Oh wow.
yeah, it's a card game like fill in the void of the trading card game player in me.
Yeah.
And then Hearthstone came along. My group from college from what do you call that from Magic actually talked about it a lot, and I was like, I was adulting back then already. Like, so do I really want to go into that? And that'll probably cost me a ton of money again if
Yeah.
I do that. And then I heard it was like free to play. Then I
Free to play.
started playing it. Then I started spending on it.
That's how they get you.
It's free
That's
to
how
play.
they get
Oh.
you.
Actually, I'm almost. I didn't spend. Now I actually have a reason to spend on it because I owe my what do you call this? I owe my employment to Hearthstone. So that's that's my logic. That's what runs through my mind when I pay for games. Right
Oh
now.
man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's pretty much the reason why we do this, right? Like, oh yeah, we have a gaming podcast. I stream. That's why I have to buy all this crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't have to declare it in my taxes.
What
Like,
are you
oh wait,
buying?
I get to write it off. I get to write it off as a tax.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's
Ooh.
business expense. and all that.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Joy gets it. Uncle Joy gets it. That's a pro tip. That's a pro tip, folks, from Uncle Joy. So, you've mentioned you've been around the gaming scene for a while. Has Hearthstone Philippines always been a Facebook group? Like, is that how it started, and then it just grew? How did that work?
I wasn't there in the beginning. The guys that really were there was I mentioned my friend there, Katipunan Cowboy, and also GG Networks. Jason died it.
Okay.
You know Jason? Okay, anyways.
We've heard of him.
You can introduce us. We wouldn't mind.
Yep.
We wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Okay, so basically they when Hearthstone came along, Blizzard, there's also there were a lot of groups that sprung up, like several of them, like 3 or 4. Anyways, they joined all of them, and then they just waited for the one that actually would live
Materialize.
Yes,
The one that
exactly.
will materialize.
Okay.
So when Hearthstone Philippines, as it is, yes, it grew. They just went with it. They had podcasts and all that. They had things like that. They made it grow. So
Was that like that Pusong? I forgot what the podcast.
Pusong Bato is.
Yeah.
This is from the Mesa guy. This is Jab.
Oh,
Jab is
okay.
the one from Bren Esports and Bren Pro and
Yes,
Bren Esports.
Pusong Bato, the DLC for Witcher 3, Hearts of Stone. I've heard of this.
Stone.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
That also featured Cold Snap and Joey, the one of our admins as well.
I got to watch like one episode. I remember that.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting stuff because they get very analytical with cards, with the meta in general. And I think was it a weekly thing or was it like a monthly?
It comes and goes. When it's because Jab had I think he was he was not full time into esports back then. So it's the show. It was his show, so it revolved a lot around his time as well. I think he was also writing for Mineski.net. I mean, partly for Hearthstone as well back then. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So check out Mineski.net. Shameless plug.
Yep.
Quick plug. All right, that's awesome. Joy, we're gonna break the monotony a little bit. We're gonna break the monotony, and you know what we're gonna do, Mick? Do you know what we're gonna do?
I think I know, but I'll let you say it.
It's time for quick fire questions. Oh, man down. We got a man down. All right.
Was that a kobold? Was that a kobold?
I'm actually not sure. But it's time for quick fire questions, Joy. This is the part of the show where we quiz you. Well, not really quiz you. We ask you a bunch of questions, rapid fire style. You're going to have to answer right away, just first thing that comes off the top of your head. Yeah.
Oh no.
Top of your head.
All right, it's going to be really fast.
Oh, no.
It's all going to be questions about you and your gaming and all that. So it's going to be really fast, and we're going to start right now. All right, are you ready, Joe?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I don't think I'll ever be ready for this.
That is totally fine. That is totally fine. You don't have to be ready because we're just going to start. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Favorite RPG?
Final Fantasy.
Favorite video game soundtrack?
Super Mario.
Favorite
Not really.
MMO
No,
RPG?
Final Fantasy. Ragnarok Online.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh, nice. Favorite Ragnarok class?
Mage.
Favorite? Oh, nice. Favorite video game boss?
Video game boss. The first thing was actually Goro.
Oh, nice.
Mortal Kombat.
Favorite
Mortal
fighting
Kombat.
game character?
Kyo Kusanagi.
All right. Favorite adventure slasher game?
Adventure slasher game. Ninja
Yeah,
game.
the hack and slash game. Hack and slash.
Yeah.
The one that you just mindlessly press on buttons and you just and then you see the combo go like 100.
Oh, okay. Like
Dynasty
Ninja game.
Warriors, like that.
Or,
Ninja
Double
Gaiden.
Dragon.
Yeah, also that.
Old school like Double Dragon.
Ooh, Double Dragon, yeah. He's right.
Oh my
Old
gosh,
school.
Double Dragon.
Hack slash.
That's old school.
All right. Favorite sports game?
Tennis was in the top of my head, but I don't really like that. But it was the first thing.
Oh my god.
It will count. That will count.
Favorite Hearthstone card?
What was that? 5 mana.
5 mana. 5 mana
Druid
4.
card.
Azure Drake.
No.
Let him
5
answer,
mana
Mick.
Druid
Let him
card.
answer.
What's the 5 mana druid card that gives you 2 mana or 3 cards?
You can pass. You can pass. You can pass. It's fine.
Nourish.
Nourish, yes, that's
Okay.
my favorite
Yeah.
card.
Awesome. Favorite Warcraft
I
character?
forgot it. It's Anduin.
First favorite video game.
First favorite video game. Oh god. No, it's oh my god, it's Rockman, Mega Man.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
And then lastly, favorite video game waifu.
Waifu, Celeste from Final Fantasy 3 or
Oh,
Final Fantasy 6.
nice, nice. All right, Joy, congratulations.
Yay!
Oh yeah, you've won. You've won absolutely nothing. You
Absolutely nothing.
you get the pleasure of answering all those questions.
Pause from me. Yes.
Oh my god, it's not
Yeah.
much. It's not much, but you know what? We're on a tight budget here on the show. We're on a tight budget of 0 on the show.
I'm curious though. Like, why Nourish though?
It goes back to my Magic the Gathering roots. I like ramp and card draw.
Oh, I see. That's
It's more of it's more like I'm more of like the blue green player, the card draw and then
Yeah.
control everything. Yeah,
Card draw.
I like that.
all that stuff. All the counter spells.
Yeah.
All I'm getting from this is Joy likes to ramp up and control. That's
Yep,
That's all.
yep.
That's all I'm getting from this.
And you made it weird. Great.
Oh my.
Yep.
Oh my.
I love how you always do this. This is your secret
my.
skill.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh my. All right. That was wonderful, Joy. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I wanted to take a quick break and promote Quit Stalling's first Fireside Hearthstone gathering this weekend, April 7th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come meet such Quit Stalling hosts as Mick the Fury-Bot DeGuzman, Herald plays Silvestre, and so many more like InstaDZ and everyone else. Check us out. We'll be there. Joy cannot make it, sadly, but he'll be there in our spirits and in our
spirit
hearts.
and probably through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Where's Playtaste? Is that in
it's a Longshaw. It's a Longshaw Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You turn right, and I think Luna Menchas. Am I right?
I think so. One of those.
Because we used Waze when we went there, so yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's Wazeable or Google Mapsable.
Yeah.
That's
everything
one
else
thing.
right now.
Yeah, that's one thing I thought of recently. Imagine how hard being a cab driver or being a driver in general was like 10 years ago when GPS wasn't that big. Like you had
Actually,
to
just
memorize.
Just 3 or 5 years ago.
Man, so rough.
For us locally.
That just made the taxi driver more legendary. The status of taxi driver legendary. I know. It's like when you're looking for a family driver and he goes, "Oh, you were a taxi driver." Like 10 years ago, you'd say, "You're hired. Let's go." Because he knows. The man knows the way. All you gotta do is say where you're gonna go.
Indeed.
All right.
All right, Joy. I want to ask more about MET. What do you guys do at MET? exactly?
Ooh. Okay. So I think I talk about the rebranding and all that, right? It's
A little bit. I think that was during the pre-show, but refresh our memories.
Oh, okay. So MET, this new logo and all that, we were Mineski Events Team. So that's basically the guys responsible for ESL One, Manila Masters, MPGL, all the Mineski events, right? So right now we've recently rebranded to MET. There's no more Mineski Events Team. It's just MET or Mets. So
Mets.
Yes, it's well Mets. Yeah.
Oh wait, I have that somewhere. Oh, that was too quiet. Wait, 1 second. I have that on hand.
Well met.
There we go.
All right. So MET is is your esports events organizers. So our job is to basically give you all the events, organize it all for you. We have a lot of clients right now because of a lot of successful projects like the ones I mentioned. ESL1 was like the biggest one, and there was I mentioned Manila Masters. The Vainglory Worlds was also organized by MET, the one in Singapore. Yeah,
That's so cool.
Like that's I guess that's one of also of our biggest. We actually handled all the simulcast streaming. There was like one for Japanese. There was I guess Korean. I didn't get to hear much of it because I was also busy league offside. But MET's is the whole shebang. We do a lot of the logistics, the security of the place, production. We work alongside Mineski TV, our production team there, and shout out to all the guys from Mineski TV for that. And MET is also international. You also have MET Malaysia. So besides from your local MET here in the Philippines, the Philippines will always be the home base for Mineski International, but we also have our crew at Malaysia. So they're the guys that brought you what was that? ESL1 Genting was
Oh
of
my
course
gosh. That was the
also
Genting
had our
Highlands?
people there. Yeah, yes, that's right. I think that's twice right now.
That's so cool.
So there's also a lot going on in there. I think Thailand would also be a contender because Mineski Infinity branches are everywhere. So yeah, that's all our games right now. Look, we're hiring.
Oh,
Looking
yes.
for watchmen
That's awesome.
right now. HP Omen, it was like a national league as well, right there. We had things for the mobile games that we mentioned. There's Mobile Legends, AOV, the thing for Smart as well. Yeah, everything here is NET. So that's what's keeping me busy. All these projects for MET.
That is crazy. That you are doing so much. How do you have time for any of this? How do you have time to be on this stupid show?
Well, I was already doing overtime, so doing a lot
that's
of that.
crazy.
By creating, yep.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so
But I think this is the most fun I had in my work. It's sometimes I work straight like 2 weeks, but it doesn't feel like that.
Oof.
I mean, because of the environment and the it's more like going to your bros bros place when you go here at of course you're all working at the you're doing something, but you're doing something fun, something you're passionate about. So
that's awesome.
That's cool.
That's super cool, and the fact that you get to work on something that you love has got to be a huge bonus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy.
Definitely.
Okay, so you've mentioned Vainglory, you've mentioned AOV and Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
What other games and Dota? What other games have you been able to handle in your career? I guess.
I think I mentioned Clash Royale as well. There's this other mobile MOBA game, Heroes Evolved, that's been involved in that as well. When we did Jobert's the one who organizes ESGS and PGF. Most of the time, the MET crew is also his main crew there. So all the new games and all that as well. But
so cool.
yeah, specifically our life revolves. I mean, right now the biggest thing is the mobile games. But what's up also right now is the Battle Royale stuff, the PUBG. They also
PUBG.
have Fortnite. They've also gone mobile as well, PUBG and
Wow.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
They
And
have.
I think also ROS, Rules of Survival.
Rules of Survival.
Yeah,
Does that
there's
drop it into your territory? Are you supposed to handle Fortnite and PUBG now,
Oh,
now that it's
wow.
on mobile?
the reason why I'm taking point in Mobile Legends because the head League Ops is also busy with a lot of things. There's a lot of things in our plate. Most of the games I mentioned, there's something. We're doing something about it. So there's a lot.
Wow.
That's crazy. And you mentioned you also wear a lot of hats. So
Mhm.
you help organize the events. You play security guard and a liaison at the same time. You have to make sure people get from point A to point B. I'm assuming without any
Yes,
hassle.
yeah, talent carry as well. Yeah.
Exactly. What else haven't you done? What haven't you done? I think would be an easier question for you to answer.
Oh, you mentioned G as well back then. I think what's the story with Gia? Gia was before she was like casting for Hearthstone in Malaysia, in Thailand. She first casted for MPGL Hearthstone, the
Ooh.
first one. That's
Wow.
where the guys from Blizzard noticed her. Yeah,
So cool.
she played in the defunct, what do you call that? Guild House in the Hearthstone place in Katipunan.
Oh,
Remember?
okay.
Yeah, in front of Game Over. Yeah.
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 Right there.
So-
Just down the street.
Yes, that's right. So that's where the first consistent or weekly fireside gathering was, and Karaku, Gia, we're all from there. Of course, me being the Kili community team manager, I mingled there. I tried to I involved myself with there, and Gia was one of. She sent in like she casted one of the games then, and I saw look new caster and all that. My I showed them to our guys, and they liked her. Placed her as caster for MPGL, and the Southeast Asian people loved her when
Mm-hmm.
when when they noticed her for MPGL.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
crazy.
I think
Oh man.
she blew off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm noticing, guys. Joy loves to talk about other people. He's not a selfish person.
Yeah.
He likes to
Yeah.
spread the
He's a
love.
very, very selfless person.
That's awesome.
You know.
So see, you're wondering why, Joy. You're wondering why you got to handle mobile. It's because everyone loves you, and
Yeah. But by the way, speaking of Gia, while I was watching you guys in HCT Thailand, the Twitch
Yeah.
the Twitch chat basically said, when it was Gia on the screen, they just
Yeah.
goes, look, it's Thai Hafu. Hafu's also
I have.
Thai Hafu, and then and then there were like a lot of she's Filipina. What are you talking about? Or like that. Oh
but
man.
Before Gia was Pathra as well.
Yeah, Pathra was also there, but let
Mm.
let's be honest. I mean, Pathra, she looks more New Zealandish or
Yeah,
like
Kiwi.
Australian. Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing waves in I think she's in Europe right now, but her stream's awesome right now.
Yeah. Her streams are really nice. I watch them when I get the chance to. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So, you know what, Joy? I'm gonna do something that you might not like so much. I want to talk about you a little bit.
Okay.
So, aside from handling all that stuff, aside from wearing all those hats, what do you do in your spare time? Like, do you even have spare time?
Okay, so um,
He takes a deep breath.
I enjoy this a lot of course I at home I have a pet dog, but it's more of my wife's dog really, and my mother-in-law's dog really. But yeah, I'm a dog person if that's not evident yet. And what else do I do? I used to play a lot of music back then, but not really anymore. There's untouched guitar in our house. Um, what else do I do? I mentioned I like fantasy, so I like reading as well. But right now, I don't do a lot more reading, more like listening. So I'm your audiobook guy. So when I was doing the daily grind to my previous work was in Ortigas, and I lived in somewhere here in Quezon City. Uh, it was always and also when I was working, I mean, we didn't really have to work a lot when I was doing a lot of stats. I listened to a lot of audiobooks. So
okay.
yeah.
Ooh.
I also like I think I also like the aspect of hearing people like that. I had some experience with theater, so I like people
Really?
acting out.
Wow.
When you were in the stage theater, there was like or any like story based thing. There's the read through when you just read through your lines. I always enjoyed that part. It's like your old radio dramas and all that. So I enjoyed the aspect of that. I found out about Orson Scott Card, and I think he mentioned that his works are best expressed in the audiobook format. So yeah, that's something I'm involved right now with.
That's super cool. So, did you ever pick up podcasts? You know, like GameByte.
I actually enjoyed a lot of podcasts as well. Not recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who has
not,
the time? Who has the
Yeah.
time? Podcasts are like an hour and how long are we at? We're
No,
like
actually,
an hour and 30.
No, we're about an hour.
I think I enjoy a lot of talk shows. Well, way back when there was NU 107 and K Light had their talk shows, I always loved listening to them. The like
Local
morning
radio
shows.
stations. Yeah, the
Yeah,
local
local
radio
radio
stations.
stations. And then also there's the Hearthstone podcast. The
Angry Chicken. Oh, I know
The
those
Angry
guys.
Chicken.
Jocelyn,
Yeah.
and Garrett Weinzerl.
Mm-hmm. And
Wow.
we're missing one.
No,
but yeah,
No,
Garrett.
Dills.
Dills, yes.
Yeah, Lily
So,
Dills.
I like the just being part of it. I mean, being like in a conversation that thing. That's what the podcast is all about, right?
Mhm.
Exactly.
There's always something new, and also it's like also like we being with friends, right? Yeah, like your daily chat with them.
I totally agree. And you know, that's why we love having guys like you on the show. Hopefully we can get you on some more if you're not too busy.
Yeah. If you're not too busy, you're
Yeah.
saying.
I do want to ask, did you ever get to listen to the Ready Player One audiobook?
Oh no, but I did watch that.
The movie?
Yeah, I think yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but clearly, I think the script was more. What do you call this? More young adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, the script was more young adult, but all the Easter eggs, the flair of it was. I mean, it's breathtaking.
Oh man, I agree with you. What did you think of the movie? You know, in terms of the actual gaming part, like we got to see a lot of like, you know, the gaming side of the Oasis. We didn't. Thankfully, we didn't delve too much into the relationship-y side, which a lot of young adult stuff tends to do. Like, you know, I want to get your thoughts on the movie as a whole as well.
I think the concept. I mean the plot or the premise. It's actually. I mean, it could have been. There's a lot into it that you can go into. I mean, it's. Oh, I also read a lot of manga or what do you call this? webtoons recently.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
And more of the webtoons I actually listen to right now are more based on these things, like people in the
Virtual world.
virtual, like Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Sword Art.
Sword Art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them are around flying over there. There's
Yeah.
the gamer, what do you call that? The
Log Horizon.
Yeah, Lock Horizon,
yeah.
Overlord. Yeah.
Overlord.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, I think the plot was really cool, but I think it's more of like you enjoy it more because of the Easter eggs. I mean, if you have ADHD or something, I mean, there's a lot to keep you interested there.
It's like-
Yeah, and you can do multiple watchovers just to look at the Easter
Yeah.
eggs, like, just to look for them. That's true.
Yep. Imagine how much money they actually spent to get the.
Yeah,
UX,
exactly. I think
Right?
Adrian, that's the first question Adrian asked.
How
They
much
got,
did
like,
they spend on it?
Batman. They got the Blizzard guys. They got the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
They got everything.
In the book, it's the Iron Giant actually is there.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they really, because the book is really like it pays homage to the gaming life that he grew up with, Ernest
Mhm.
Cline, which is why I really am enjoying the book. And once I finish it, I'm gonna watch, I swear. But I already like you can't really spoil me because the thing is I already know like 3/4 of
Yeah.
the story. Just don't break the ending for me. I don't know if they even stay true to the book.
Yeah.
I might be gonna read Twitch chat right now because just to make sure that Elgin doesn't spoil me. Okay.
Mhm.
That's why I'm more of a watch the movie first, then the book.
Yeah.
You know, read the
Oh,
book
yeah.
later.
For me, it's one or the other. I can't do both. If I read the book, I won't enjoy the movie. If if I watch the movie, I won't. I mean, I won't have energy for the book. I mean, yeah, I don't like spoilers and all that. Elder Jin says his fiance calls these webtoons soap operas. Yeah.
Soap opera.
That's awesome. So your fiance follows a lot of this stuff there. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, Jay in the chat. Jay Anything 89, my co-host on the Quetzalcoatl Geekcast. He says, check out Thrilling Adventure Hour. It's an old-timey radio play in episodic formats featuring Hollywood actors. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I think my my wife also goes for like mystery things in podcasts as well. The one that does a lot of occult radio or something like that. Anyways, yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Oh,
cool.
man. That's super cool. All right. So,
Elder
what,
Jin
you-
just spoiled it for me. Dumbledore guys. Oh my god. No.
Dang.
God damn.
you know what? Let's where is that? Is that where's my thing?
Well met.
No, not that.
Oh,
Holy spoiler alert!
There, that one.
There we go. Thank you.
All right, so guys, we've had Joy on for over an hour and a half, which means it's time to go. Joy, it's been a pleasure. We don't want to keep you too long from so we're gonna let you go now. We'll have a very brief after show for those of you watching on Twitch. We'll ask Joy one more question after all of this.
Okay.
But Mick, once again, show Joy how it's done. Where can the folks at home find you when you're not on GameByte, Mick?
If you want to know more about me, you can always follow me on Twitter. That is @TheFuryBot. You could also follow me on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/TheFuryBot, where I will mysteriously just appear there one day and then will disappear for like 3 more months and then maybe I'll come back. So you never really know when I'll be back. So again, just follow just to find out if I'm gonna return to streaming. Yes.
All right, awesome. Joy, the legend himself. Where can the folks find you when you're not on GameByte? Because we'll have you on again.
Okay, so you can also follow me on Twitter. I'm @Hymnrael. That's HYMN, like your hymn, and then RAEL, Hymnrael.
Hymnrael.
Like Michael, Hymnrael. Also on Facebook as what do you call this? Facebook.com/aboynamedjoy. That's me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And
That's
Check
adorable.
something like that.
What was it?
Joy. Follow.
What was it? And of course, I am doing a lot of casting with Mineski TV. So
Awesome.
do catch me there. And yep, that's where you can find me.
That's cool. Oh, I'm looking at your Twitter right now. Is that Kara in your cover photo? In your
Oh yes, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay. If you want to
Harold,
find
where
me,
can the folks at home find you? Yeah, there we go.
thanks, Mick.
We're good.
Thanks, Mick. If you want to find me, guys, I'm on @HaroldPlays on any social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Grindr, Pornhub. Just check me out @HaroldPlays. myfreecams.com/HaroldPlays, but that's that's more of a me time thing. If you want to watch, that's cool. If you want to find more of us here at Quit Stalling, check out our Facebook, that's pretty much where we update the most. Facebook.com/QuitStallingUs. We're on Twitter @QuitStallingUs. Instagram @QuitStalling. You're watching us on Twitch, twitch.tv/QuitStalling. Follow us like the wonderful folks who were following us earlier. I'm Nick, my boy Nick. Kara Q.
Thank you.
Kara _Q. Thank you so much, Kara. Ish, of course, GG Ish. Roar Girl, and wait, I have a thing for that. There we go. These guys, all of these wonderful people. Oh, why your faces are messed up? Your faces are messed up here. I'm gonna get out of this.
Oh god, no. Oh,
Why does it say?
why am I in Jago's chat? Oh my god. Oh.
I'm sorry, guys, but we'll fix that in a second. A huge shout out to all our subs. You got InstaDZ, the FuryBot, and of course Salon Chen. Thank you guys for the subs, and of course our bit cheers. I am Kokak, Clark You Plays, and of course Elder Jin. We're gonna have Elder Jin on in the show at the end of the month, guys. So check that out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Huge thank you to Joy for stopping by on the show. Joy, it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to meet you in person when I could find you.
My pleasure. Looking forward.
Awesome. Definitely. You can catch all our VODs on YouTube as well, aside from Twitch. You can find our VODs on Twitch or on YouTube, youtube.com/quitstalling. And of course, you can find the audio-only versions of our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Pocket Casts, and so much more. If we're not there, just tell us, and we'll shove our RSS feed up there. We'll shove it up there. All right, that's what we do. That's what we do. All right. Well, that's it. We're heading out, guys. We're heading out. If you're gonna be, if you want a little bit of banter, we'll be on the after show for just a couple of minutes. So stay tuned if you're on Twitch. But if you're not, we'll be back next week. Same bite time. Same bite channel. Till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Yes!
This episode of GameByte has been brought to you by the Quit Stalling Media Network. For more Quit Stalling, check out all the social media links that Harold has just mentioned.